My name is Sophia Hale and I am 31 years old. 2 months ago my stepsister sent me a message that said, if you want to come to my wedding, transfer $25,000 by Friday. Otherwise don't bother showing up. She added a polite emoji at the end, as if that softened the demand. I read it twice, locked my phone, and booked a flight to the Maldives for the exact same weekend as her wedding. Then I blocked her number. I had spent most of my adult life being the reliable one. The stepsister who showed up early, stayed late, covered deposits, smoothed over arguments, and never asked for anything in return. Vanessa had always been the opposite. She was dramatic, entitled, and convinced that the world existed to make her life easier. When she got engaged to a man with money, the entire family quietly rearranged itself around her. Suddenly every conversation became about her dress, her venue, her guest list, her stress levels. The request started small. Could I help with the initial venue deposit? Then the engagement party. Then the dress fittings. Then the florist. Each time it was framed as family supporting family. I said yes more times than I should have. By the time the wedding was 6 weeks away, I had already put a significant amount of my own money into her celebration. That was when the formal demand arrived. $25,000. Not a suggestion. Not a request. A condition for attendance. I sat with the message for a long time. Then I called my mother. She answered with the tired voice she always used when Vanessa created a problem. She's under a lot of pressure, Sophia. Just help her this once. It's her wedding. I've already helped, I said. This isn't help. This is an invoice. My mother went quiet for a few seconds. Then she said the sentence I had heard too many times across too many years. Don't make this difficult. Family is family. I hung up without agreeing to anything. That night I opened my laptop. I looked at my bank account, my calendar, and the wedding invitation that had been sitting on my counter for weeks. Then I looked at flights. The Maldives had availability. Clear water. Distance. Silence. No group chat notifications. No one asking me to prove my love with a bank transfer. I booked the flight, a quiet villa, and a return ticket for after the wedding weekend. I packed light. I did not tell anyone where I was going. Vanessa's messages started the next morning and came in a steady stream. Did you see my text? I need the money by Friday. Everyone else is contributing. Don't be selfish. Mom said you're being difficult again. If you don't transfer it, you're not welcome. I'm serious. I didn't reply to any of them. On Thursday she called 3 times. I let every call go to voicemail. The final voicemail was sharp and clear: if you don't pay, don't show up. I mean it. Don't embarrass me by arriving empty-handed. By the time she left that message, I was already at the airport. I spent the wedding weekend in a place where the loudest sound was the ocean against the sand. No forced group photos. No polite smiles for people who had watched me be treated as optional for years. No one measuring my worth by how much money I was willing to hand over for a seat at a table. I swam in the morning. I read in the afternoon. I slept without keeping my phone beside the bed. For the first time in a long time, I was not on call for someone else's emergency. While I was gone, the family group chat did exactly what I expected. Vanessa posted carefully chosen photos from the wedding with captions about loyalty, about who showed up, and about real family. My name was never mentioned directly, but the implication was heavy. My mother texted that I had humiliated everyone by disappearing. My stepfather wrote that I was being petty and dramatic. Vanessa's final message before I muted and then left the chat was short: enjoy your little vacation. You'll regret this. I didn't regret it. When I returned to the city, I did not offer explanations. I did not write a long message defending my decision. I did not try to smooth the tension. I handled it the way I handle most things now, practically. I removed Vanessa from every shared digital space I still controlled. I left the family group chats. I adjusted my privacy settings. I stopped answering calls from numbers that were not saved in my phone. The door did not slam. It simply closed. My mother came to my apartment a week later. She stood in the doorway looking older than she had the last time I saw her. "You could have just paid it," she said. "It would have been easier for everyone." "Easier for who?" I asked. She didn't answer. "I spent years making things easier for Vanessa," I said. "This time I chose easier for me." She waited for an apology that never came. Eventually she left. The wedding photos circulated for a while in the usual circles. Some people who liked Vanessa called me selfish. Some people who had watched her collect money and favors for years said nothing at all. I did not engage with either group. I went to work. I paid my own bills. I kept my life deliberately small and clean. 2 months later I heard through mutual acquaintances that Vanessa's marriage was already showing strain. Her husband had financial expectations she had not fully prepared for. The $25,000 she had tried to extract from me was not the last demand she made of the people around her. I never asked for details. I did not need them. My mother still sends occasional messages about family healing and not holding on to anger. I reply when I feel like it, and only about neutral subjects. Vanessa I do not reply to. The block remains in place. There is no dramatic confrontation left to have. The decision was already made on the day I booked the flight. I did not go to the Maldives to punish her. I went because I refused to sit in a chair that required a payment to occupy. Some invitations are not invitations. They are invoices dressed up as family obligation. I stopped paying them. Now when people ask why I missed the wedding, I give the shortest true answer available: I had other plans. That is the only explanation I owe anyone. I still live in the same city. I still do the same work. The difference is that I no longer keep a version of myself available for people who only remember me when they need something. Vanessa wanted $25,000 and my presence on her terms. She received neither. I received a quiet weekend and a permanent boundary. Some doors close with an argument. Others close with a plane ticket and a blocked number. Both can be final. Thank you for watching Hidden Truth Revenge. If this story stayed with you, leave a comment and tell me where you are watching from. You are allowed to decline an invitation that comes with a price tag. All characters, conflicts and events are fictional and created only for entertainment and educational purposes.